and thank you for joining us on this special episode of Congo in Brief. Today, we're talking about one of the deadliest and most overlooked conflicts in recent history, the genocide in the Democratic Republic of Congo. We'll call it forgotten, not because it wasn't devastating, but because the world has largely turned a blind eye. With me today are Emilia, Javier, and Daniela. Together, we'll take you through the history, causes, tragedies, and consequences of a genocide that continues to affect millions. Let's begin.
Thank you, Mariana. To truly understand what's happening in Congo, we need to go back. The country's trauma didn't start yesterday. In the late 80s, Congo was a personal colony of King Leopold II of Belgium. During his rule, forced labor, mutilation, and killings were rampant. It's estimated that between 10 and 15 million Congolese died under his regime. Even after gaining independence in 1960, Congo struggled with instability, coups, and corruption. One key issue was, and still is, the abundance of valuable natural resources. Congo holds 60% of the world's coltan, which is used in smartphones, laptops, and gaming consoles. Instead of wealth bringing prosperity, it became a curse, fueling conflict between rebel groups and foreign interests.
Exactly, and the violence has a very real human cost. Let me tell you about Bogoro, a village in northern East Congo on February 24, 2003. The UPC militia launched a brutal attack. They killed more than 200 people in a single morning. Most of the women and children and the elderly. What made Bogoro so horrific wasn't just the number of deaths, it was the method. Survivors described how women were raped and mutilated. Children were forced to kill and homes were set on fire with families still inside. Some victims were executed in classrooms and clinics placed that should have been safe. This wasn't isolated. Similar atrocities occurred in Kasika in 1988, where over 1,000 people were massacred in just a few days. Churches, hospitals, and schools became places of death. Women were raped with extremely brutality, and entire villages were wiped out. Many of these crimes have gone unpunished. A few commanders, like German Katanga, have faced trial at an international criminal court, but justice is slow and incomplete.
And the consequences of all of this are staggering. Since the late 90s, over 6 million people have died in Congo due to war, disease, and starvation. That makes it the deadliest conflict since World War II. Right now, 5.5 million people are displaced inside the country and more than 1 million have fled as refugees. Sexual violence has been used as a weapon of war. Dr. Denis Mukwege, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2018, has treated thousands of women at the Panzi Hospital, women who have survived sexual slavery, torture, and gang rape. And yet, in the midst of this horror, there is resistance. Women are rebuilding villages, youths are studying in makeshift schools, local journalists risk their life to report the truth. And there's incredible resilience in the face of deep surviving.
Daniela, for those listening right now, what can we do to make even a small difference?
You're already doing the first step, listening. Next, speak out. Share these stories, don't let them disappear, and support organizations like Doctors Without Borders, War Child, Friends of the Congo, and local Congolese groups working on the ground. Every voice, every donation, every repost helps keep this crisis in the public eye.
Thank you, Emilia, Javier, and Daniela. And thank you, listener, for joining us. This genocide must not remain forgotten. Together, we can remember, speak, and act. This was Congo in Brief. Until next time.